I wanted to make a video, a little update on the M1895 nagant pistol ammunition situation. I made a video shooting a gun and I said something about finding a little bit lower cost ammo, and I got a lot of responses and comments and that. And I was aware that the Serbian company made ammunition, but I kind of want to go over what I'm kind of investigating and a problem I see. I'm going to try to reload this cartridge, so let's take a look. We got the original cartridge. Let me try to get this in a field where we can see it. Be out here. Zoom in. That's fine. So we have the original cartridge, and this are the Russian made cartridge. And this here, it's kind of how that bullet looks. Let's stop here for a minute and get a better picture. Okay, this here is our loaded cartridge, and you see this bullet is seated down inside the case, because this little lip is what protrudes into the barrel or sticks in the barrel and make the seal. And when they're fired, they're pretty much straightened out. There's a slight taper to this. Now I knew that the Serbian company made the ammunition, but I wanted some of the original because A, that's all they had about the gun, and B, I'll show you there's a little bit of a difference with this ammo. I found this stuff at a gun show. It's marked $25 a box, and the other stuff was like $8.50 for 14 rounds, the Russian corrosive ammo. And if you look at them side by side, you see there's a little bit of a difference in how they're made. This bullet is pressed down in, and this case is tapered slightly here. The bullet here, as you can see, is almost to the end of the case. They are the same length, and it's crimped kind of funny. You know, it's got a real heavy crimp on there, right in there. And this is reloadable ammo. They do make cases. I couldn't get any cases, but I got some ammo, and I got a set of dies coming. And I guess the big problem is, with this pistol you can either buy another cylinder that will shoot, I think, like a 32 auto or something, which a lot of people do. You can take brass of I think 3240 and run it up the die, but what it will do is the case isn't long enough, 3240. So you can load that and make a shorter case, which will work in the revolver. You can form the brass in it, but it just won't have that gas sealing length. In other words, it'll just be a short version of a cartridge that'll work in there. As you could see on the two there, they seat that bullet up higher and put that crimp in there. I don't know how this is going to work when you reload it. I got a set of dies coming. I'm going to investigate that. And I did some investigating and found that the reason this cartridge is so expensive and tricky to make is it's very difficult to manufacture it like this, where this bullet is seated down and this taper is in the, because you more or less have to seat the bullet past inside the case. Deep down inside the case, you have to seat it square, and then you have to crimp or taper the case itself, and then, you know, this diameter here probably is critical, because this is the part that sticks out of the cylinder, that little, you know, 1/8 inch there, and goes into the barrel, which I believe is how they do this with this heavy crimp. But I don't know how this will work in terms of, you know, once that expands and this gets fired, getting it back there. I don't know how I'm going to do that. It looks like it's crimped pretty heavy by a machine of some sort. So I'll have the proper length brass, and I'm going to have to try to figure out a way to kind of get it like this military round. But that's the main thing I found out about this cartridge. Very difficult to manufacture, and I think it's going to be interesting and problematic to reload this. But I'd like to thank everybody for their input. I got some of this ammunition we can reload. I'll go shoot this and then have some brass, and I'll see how this ammunition performs in the gun. And then I'm going to try to figure out a way to reload this cartridge as close to the original design as I can without, you know, putting another cylinder or making a short version. Maybe making a shortened version and bypassing the long thing, you know, the seal in the revolver's the way to go. But I'm going to work on it some more, and once again, thanks for your input. Any input or anybody has any experience reloading this can make a video response. And it's another one of my projects we're going to work on as we go. Okay?